6 months to election, unasikia John Mbadi has resigned. Out of the blue. Before you process that information, unasikia Raila to address the country at 3 in the evening. At 3, when now people are gathered around their radios and their phones online, he postpones to saa moja. Before saa moja, a joint resignation of Joho and Opiyo Wandayi happens. And then Raila Odinga comes at around saa 2, says, "Jua, wakati mlikuwa mnawinda mkiwa huko nje, imba tumeng'oa meno, tumeng'oa makucha. So sasa amekuwa kama chui. Hawezi badilika madoadoa yake."
Simiyu has mastered the politics of Raila Amolo Odinga. Not only does he mimic him, the way Baba speaks, as you have just heard in the short preview of the video that I've made an intro of this particular video, Simiyu has stated categorically what can or could happen before 2027 general election. And since yesterday Baba had an interview on one of the local TV stations, the focus of this video is Raila Amolo Odinga. So stay tuned. And if it is your first time, guys, on my channel, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos, you'll not miss out. Raila Odinga is this kind of politician. We normally call him enigma. Enigma in the sense that you can't predict his next move. Who predicted that Raila Odinga would be in bed with the current government? None, because of the jabs and unpalatable words that they used to trade at each other. Remember, the words Muganga came from the current president, who used to refer to Agwambo as Muganga. And remember, the high priest of corruption came from Agwambo, who used to refer to the president as such. So it tells you that you cannot predict the next move of this politician. But an interesting pattern appears in his political career. And that interesting pattern that I'm saying is handshake, or coming into the government that he's lost onto, or he's perceived to have lost onto. In 2002, there was a coalition. Kibaki won the election, and it was just a coalition, no handshake or drama or anything. But in 2007, there was an acrimonious election that led to post-election violence. And Nusumukate came in. There was a coalition or a handshake. It came in a different form, but either way, he was absorbed in the government because his victory, he believed, was stolen. And kudos to that, he stabilized the country, because that was what needed to be done at that particular moment to spare the country from boiling over or falling off the brink. Raila Amolo Odinga decided to have a working partnership with then Mwai Kibaki. In 2013, he lost election, but he did not have any form of working together. But coming 2017, he again lost election, the election that was nullified with then Chief Justice Emeritus Maraga. And thereafter, Raila had a handshake with President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So it came again in a different formation. From there, they introduced what we call BBI. To date, we don't know what BBI was all about, but yeah, he championed for that. In 2022, he lost election, but recently last year, he came in with a different name into the government, known as broad-based government. And this time round, he's urging the youth to come in the government with that he has termed as intergenerational or conclave meeting. He's given it just a different name, but either way, it's either the pattern of handshake. So it seems the guy believes in this talks and handshake. But what Kenyans have been asking or have been so hard and stepping hard on Baba is the results that comes out from these so-called handshakes. There is NADICO report. Until now, none knows what the report or the recommendation of the report, whether they were implemented or not. Before that, there was also the BBI report, or the BBI something, and till to date we don't know what it was all about. It went like that, and here we are. So what Kenyans are having a problem with Agwambo's suggestion is the results. Is it just another time to buy another way of buying time, or it's something that is going to be implemented? Because all those reports, Ndungu report, Akiwumi report, all those are just lying on the shelf, gathering dust, and until now have not been implemented. But still, Baba is suggesting that we still need another, or the youth needs another discussion, so to speak. And the youth are against it. They are saying that they want to see first the implementation of NADICO report. What were the results before they bought into Baba's bandwagon, or Baba's train, so to speak? But yesterday he made a very interesting statement. He said he supports President William Samoei Ruto until 2027. What this translates is it could be before 2027 or after 2027, because 2027 begins in January and elections are held in August. So there is an 8-month window that, if not looked at properly, perhaps Agwambo could bolt out. And that is what Semeyo, the intro of this particular video, was addressing. The guy in the video says 5 months or few months before election, the announcement could be the breaking news that he just given you. So it's not guaranteed that he's going to have a post 2027 election agreement with the president. And since we know who Agwambo is, we await and see, because that particular statement is an ambiguous statement subject to more than one interpretation. And you'll never know. Maybe in 2027, Agwambo would say, I say 2027 and not after 2027, or not after the election. So that lies the matrix, or that lies the parable of that particular statement. If it is your first time on my channel, guys, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos, you'll not miss out. Adios.